Nigerian can trust Mr. President.
Staying informed on the latest developments, watch FHA Weekly on TVC News every Thursday at 8:30 p.m.
From Lagos to the world, TVC Communications has been nominated for its very first international award, the prestigious AIB. It's a recognition of our voice, vision, innovation, and relentless drive to push beyond boundaries. TVC Communications, Nigerian excellence on the world stage.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Affordable and accessible housing solutions is what the Federal Housing Authority offers. Welcome to FHA Weekly. I am Itunu Kolawole. This week on FHA Round the Clock, we bring to you the latest developments in the Federal Housing Authority. Stay with us.
The Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, Federal Housing Authority, Honorable Oyetunde Ojo, has won the Excellent Service Award during the Maiden Customer Service Week program organized by the authority. He emerged first out of the 20 awardees who are staff of the authority from different categories. According to Servicom General Manager of the authority, Mr. Asukwo Otong, the Managing Director was honored for his reorganization of the Servicom Department on assumption of duty, both at the head office and zonal offices, as well as the ongoing transformation that is improving the services of the authority. With the theme, Building Homes, Serving Hearts, the FHA is determined to take services to another level, particularly to employees, customers, among others. While responding on behalf of the awardees, the Deputy General Manager, Servicom and Anti-Corruption Department, Mrs. Ebere Alalibo, assured others who have not benefited of good time ahead, saying that hard work, diligence, dedication to work, and exceptional performance shall not be unnoticed. In his speech, the Managing Director, Federal Housing Authority, represented by the ED Estate Services Architect Ezekiel Inya Etok, asked staff to renew zeal to consolidate the success already achieved in the last 1.5 years. Highlights of the occasion included presentation of Excellent Service Award to 20 deserving individuals, including the Managing Director, Federal Housing Authority (FHA), Honorable Oyetunde Ojo, and 19 others from various departments and zones who won the award, and the cutting of the cake to mark the Customer Service Week. President Bola Tinubu's Renewed Hope Housing Program is already providing shelter for thousands of Nigerians through the Federal Housing Estate. Already completed and commissioned is Express View Estate, a 102 units housing estate, and a shopping plaza, which is just a fraction of the projects of the estate scattered across the country. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Housing Authority, Honorable Oyetunde Ojo, commended the vision and leadership of President Bola Tinubu and also acknowledged the support of the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, which he said has helped the agency to stay the course and continue to ensure more affordable houses are delivered to millions of Nigerians.
With the intention of providing affordable homes for Nigeria, we also decided to deliver this project, which we are commissioning today. Dwelling less on the challenges we met, And focusing on the future, our management decided to adopt phased completion of the projects we inherited and getting Nigerians into the houses rather than waiting for when the entire project will be completed.
Representing the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Architect Ahmed Dangiwa, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Dr. Marcus Belgore, commended FHA for the quality of delivery. He affirmed that the renewed Hope Housing Program of President Tinubu is real and called for stronger collaboration between FHA, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, and private developers to bridge the nation's housing deficit.
We need to mobilize resources, not just from government, but from every available source, so that we can build at scale and bring costs down.
FHA is an indispensable partner in achieving the bank's housing delivery mandate, and we reaffirm our commitment to working closely with you, particularly as we expand efforts to facilitate mortgage access for Nigerians at home and in the diaspora.
I commission this office to the glory of God.
Also in attendance was the Chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Housing, Abdulmumini Jibrin, who promised legislative support to ensure the mandate of the FHA is sustained. He also commended the leadership for its patronage of local contractors.
One of the fundamental problems of the housing sector in Nigeria is that we have a situation where the houses are chasing the money. So we need to change the dynamics to a situation where the money will be chasing the houses.
The newly commissioned Express View Estates comprises 50 units of terraces and flats with a total of 100 units expected upon full completion. The FHA says it is leveraging on digitalization to provide seamless services and safeguard allottees' property rights and promised to commission more projects in the coming weeks.
Edition of FHA 101, I sat down with the Executive Director, Estate Services, Architect Ezekiel Nya Ektok, and he explained to us why FHA Estates remains the best for Nigerians.
Thank you for coming here.
Thanks for having me. What a pleasure it is.
So, sir, I would like to ask, since joining the Federal Housing Authority, what are the challenges? What is the experience so far? The journey so far, both personal and professional. How fulfilling has it been?
Okay, it's always been my dream to see to what extent I could contribute to housing delivery in Nigeria. And there are three layers. The first layer is advocacy, the second layer is policy, and the third layer is implementation. In advocacy, I've been very much blessed for over 30 years. I think I'm one face in Nigeria that people can relate to as concerning housing and social housing in particular. So for advocacy, God had helped me. In policy, which is the second arm, because government can't do anything except by policy, I was also privileged to have been the vice chairman for the National Housing Policy. We were able to get a policy for Nigeria housing policy and bring in social housing, a full chapter, which before then had no mention. It was the third phase, which is implementation, that I thought if I'd scored 2 out of 3, I tried. But the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, against the run of play, I would say, was magnanimous enough to see me as somebody whom he would say, look, you've been talking for the past 30 years since I was governor, come and do it. So he brought me into the implementation, which is the last arm. So for me, it's been a dream come true, so to speak, to be where I could actually contribute to the implementation of housing delivery in Nigeria. In terms of challenges, outside you think things can just be done, you snap a finger. It's when you come on the seat that you discover that there's a limited budget. And within this limited budget, how can you get to achieve the many things you had in mind to do. So that brings in planning and prioritization. And I wouldn't really call it problems. I see as challenges of trying to make the best of what we have. And I think that by the grace of God, we've taken this challenge so well in Federal Housing Authority with the current administration led by Honorable Oyetunde Ojo.
So, sir, I'd like you to tell me, how aligned is FHA with the federal government's National Housing Master Plan? So what challenges have you faced, and what exactly are the plans that are put in place by FHA to work in line with the federal government's Master Plan on housing?
It's a very, very good question. The first thing that Nigerians must know is that Federal Housing Authority is the official housing delivery arm of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, of the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Basically, you have three arms again. You have the ministry that is primarily vested with the responsibility of policy making for housing delivery. Yes. Then you have from the ministry, you have two branches, financing and then implementation. In the financing, you have the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Then in implementation, you have the Federal Housing Authority of Nigeria. So within that context, we are 100% aligned because whatever policies that the president has in mind, he communicated through the ministry, and then the ministry sent it down to us to network with the Federal Mortgage Bank and undertake the implementation. So we've worked as a very good team, in the current administration, which is why we are producing results.
So can you provide me with the number of estates that has been developed since you assumed office?
Okay. Now, the very first thing is Federal Housing Authority as an institution. Yes. And I'm privileged to be the Estate Services, Executive Director, the Estate Services Directorate Executive Director. So I can tell you that Federal Housing Authority as an institution currently has about 58 estates. And when we say 58 estates, we are seeing Gwarinpa Estate as just one of our estates. The whole of Lagos Festac, as one of our estates. And within Lagos, we have about 13 estates, and we're even still discovering others that belong to the Federal Housing Authority. So we have a lot of estates. But since we came in, we decided that Federal Housing Authority is for Nigeria. Yes. And we have a very, very determined managing director, like I'd mentioned before, Honorable Oyetunde Ojo, and he's extremely energetic because we had a very clear timelines that I'm happy that this sort of program will be able to make Nigerians see where we're going, because what we've done was to say we can't only have estates in Kano, Kaduna, Lagos. We need to have the presence of the federal government in housing in every state of the federation before we even go to senatorial district, federal constituencies, and possibly, every local government. But for now, we must have our presence in every state of the federation. Can you believe that there was no Federal Housing Authority estate in Akwa Ibom State? Can you believe that? So what we did was to go through all the states of the federation. Yes. As at now, 29 states. Met the governors of each of those states one-on-one, sat down for hours, with a full team going by road. It was a sacrifice that I think Nigerians, when they get to know, they'll be happy. And on account of that, we're able to not just sit in Abuja. My MD doesn't believe you sit in the office signing. No. He goes to site. He needs to see it. So we go to each of the states. We talk with the governor. He gives us a site. We go to that site before they take us to Evil Forest. So as of today, I can tell you this authoritatively because it's within my area of, responsibility. We have about 26 prime lands in 26 states. So that first phase we have been able to conquer. We now moved from that, getting the land, into being able to do all the topographic surveys and everything about those lands, which we've been able to do. And from there, we've gone into profiling about the first phase of 18 states, where we've been able to do all the necessary documentations and be able to open up the bid for them, be able to close out the bids, do the analysis, and we're in the process. And by right, this sort of process can take you 1 year. But from when we got it, we've been able to, in less than 4 to 6 months, be able to get that done. And that's almost unprecedented. You know, with that, we're now going to the last phase, which is award of those, contracts, and then getting the implementation, which is people will start to see the houses coming up. This process should take us about 2 years by right. But we've just been here for about a year and a few months, and we're already at that point where we were able to hit the ground running, because before the end of this administration, we want people to collect keys and actually live in the houses that we've provided. The president has given us all that we could ever ask for, and Nigerians should be able to look forward to having homes delivered by Federal Housing Authority under the renewed Hope Estates of Mr. President.
What sets FHA apart from public and private schemes?
You know, that's one of the loveliest questions I would like to answer. One of the biggest problems in real estate, home ownership, is one word: title.
Yes.
You know, the law of the land is very simple. It says whatever is on the land belongs to the land.
Yes.
What that means is that if you had gone and built this lovely mansion, this palatial home on a land where somebody else is the owner of that title, that person owns that house and not you, notwithstanding what you spent. So a lot of the estates are built without proper title. But all FHA estates have a federal government title. They are federal government land. So you can sleep well. That's number one.
Yes.
All FHA estates, you have no title problem. That's why everybody, wherever we try to do an estate, people subscribe full time because they can sleep well and relax. Number one. Number two, FHA has the largest, retinue of professionals in the built industry in this country. You know, I head the Estate Services Directorate. Everybody is, or whether they are the town planners, whether they are surveyors, whether they are the estates valuers, all of them are professionals. So every single thing we undertake is done by the professionals.
Yes.
Then in the Project Implementation Directorate, we have the largest number of engineers, of architects, of mechanical, the different areas of engineering, mechanical, structural, and all those things. All of them, quantity surveyors, we have the largest pool. So all our designs are by professionals. All our supervisions are by professionals. So you can't hear of anything like a building collapse or any of those funny things, from FHA. So once you buy an FHA house, you are sure of the title, you are sure of the quality of work, because we deal strictly with professionals. Why some people have a kind of distorted vision of FHA estates is because some of those estates were done like Festac 77. We're talking about almost 50 years ago.
Yeah.
So a lot of the infrastructure is deteriorated, but we are coming in now. Our current MDCO is doing certain things. I wish we don't have time, but just recently he got into a partnership with FEMA, and they are resurfacing, they are redoing some roads in Festac. That's the sort of partnerships we are getting into for a lot of our estates that have problems, and we're taking them one by one. It's a lot of work, but we are definitely going on a script that we've written out very, very clearly. So that also sets out FHA estates, because our infrastructure are put in place. We're doing some estates now. There's one in Buari that we're doing. Right now, we're doing all the road networks, the water reticulation, the electrification. Every single thing is being done so that you come into an estate that has, in fact, we even go to make them gated estates as well. So every estate, FHA estate is a complete estate that you like to live in. And right now, we're even going green. And then we're looking at all the things to make, even we empower. We've even gotten a power company, FHA EDL. It's a power company to make sure that we see to what extent we could go into renewable energy, we could go into alternate, power supply systems to make sure that we have 24 hours power in all our estates.
So what are the milestones that Nigerians should expect from you in the next 2 years?
In the Estate Services Directorate, there are a lot of our departments, or not properties or estates, that the title has not been perfected. We want to make sure that every resident in our estates, they have title, because it's an instrument you can use to, empower yourself. There's no need having a house that is valued at, say, about 50-something million, because just being in our estate, your property is high-end, and without a title, you can't use that to be able to do business. So for us, it's the people are disenfranchised. So we want to make sure that all the titles are there. We want to have estate sustainability policy in all our estates. And again, we want to go into all the states to make sure that they all have, and even go down beyond that. That's the vision of the current administration. They want to make sure that our houses are as affordable as possible. We want to deliver different ranges of houses, starting from what my MD likes to call semi-finished. Do you understand me? Yes. Partially completed, where you have like the structure, you have the basic structure there, and then we have also expandable housing, where you have 1 bedroom, you can expand to 2 to 3. We want to make sure that we use every single affordable possible means of getting Nigerians to own houses. It's almost by fire, by force. So I foresee a situation where the federal government, just to make the houses more affordable to Nigerians, will be able to take off certain cost elements just to make sure the houses are more affordable. So these are the plans that we are putting in place to be able to get done in the next 2 years. And so far, we've gone far on many of them.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. It's been a pleasure having you on the program.
Thanks so much. It's a privilege.
Planning to develop on your land within an FHA estate? Here's everything you need to know about why you need a building approval and common mistakes to avoid. Building approval is not just the paperwork. It is your first step to ensure your structure meets planning, safety, and environmental standards. Here are the common mistakes that can delay or deny your building approval. Your building deserves a strong foundation. For more inquiries, contact our customer support or visit www.fha.gov.ng. FHA, uniting Nigerians through housing.
It is time for the voucher, where we share the latest information of the Federal Housing Authority, hear from the people, and give back to our loyal viewers.
Hello, my name is Layo Fakesi, and I'm with the Federal Housing Authority. We are right here on the streets of Abuja to find out from the residents how well they know about the Federal Housing Authority. Let's go find out. So could you tell us a few things you know about the Federal Housing Authority?
Yeah, I think that body was created to provide houses for civil servants. Not even all those civil servants also. I think in the society, so other people who can also partner with them to provide the accommodations.
What is the name of FHA's MD, the current MD?
Sincerely, I don't know.
So what do you know about FHA?
I know FHA is a federal government initiative, all this housing authority in every part of the country, especially my state, Ekiti State.
This is it on the voucher.
on FHA Weekly. Join us next week as we continue to share with you more insightful housing solutions that would work for you. I am Itunu Kalawale. Thanks for watching.
It's the Indomie Eat and Win promo. The more you eat, the more you win. How to win? Buy the Indomie Eat and Win promo pack. Find the promo code inside. Visit indomie.ng/eat and win. Enter your promo code and start earning points fast for a chance to win exciting gifts and 1 million naira cash every week for a lucky winner. So hurry now, eat and win. Let the winning begin. Visit indomie.ng/eat and win for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
Tired of spending endless hours in the kitchen? Struggling with bulky appliances? Cooking should be a delight, not a chore. Tired of messy cleanups from kitchen tools that never seem to perform as expected? Do you wish there was a single solution to handle all your blending, chopping, and grinding needs? Introducing the Cook X 4-in-1 Blender, the ultimate kitchen tool to revolutionize your cooking. It's a food processor, mixer, grinder, and blender all in one. The incredible Cook X 4-in-1 Blender comes with 3 versatile cup sizes, each tailored to handle a specific task perfectly. The Cook X 4-in-1 Blender elevates your cooking, allowing you to effortlessly create truly smooth smoothies. No more stopping, stirring, or straining. Just smooth, consistent results every time. This adaptable blender includes 3 convenient cup sizes, each designed for specific tasks to simplify your life. First, the 650 milliliter cup, the 450 milliliter cup, and the 1.8 liter cup. Additionally, the Cook X 4-in-1 Blender features a convenient filter, allowing you to create smooth, pulp-free juices. The secret of the Cook X Blender lies in its 800-watt motor, combined with the precision extractor blade, providing the power to transform ordinary foods into extraordinary dishes. And multiple speeds give you complete control over any recipe you create. Savory stews, delicious egusi, perfectly blended beans for akara or moi moi, and everything in between.
The Cook X 4-in-1 Blender has been a game changer for me. It takes the hassle out of meal prep and lets me whip up healthy treats for my family in no time.
The Cook X 4-in-1 Blender is the only blender I use in my kitchen. Its variable speed control lets me achieve the exact texture I need for each dish.
The Cook X 4-in-1 Blender is now available exclusively on ShopX TV. Call now and get the Cook X 4-in-1 Blender for 115,950 naira. We'll also deliver the Cook X 4-in-1 Blender to your door for free. Stock is running out fast, so don't miss this opportunity to upgrade your kitchen at an unbeatable price. Call now while stocks last.
Proceeding is a paid presentation by ShopX TV.
In a world where news never sleeps, we're taking a giant leap into the future. We at TVC Communications are proud to introduce a new era in news broadcasting. But first, let me introduce my special friend, Olamide AI. Hi, Olamide Human. Is it time to come out yet? Yes, indeed it is. And you can bring your friends along. Meet our new AI anchors, speaking your language and sharing your stories. From English, good day. These are the news headlines, to Pidgin,
Better country people.